Okay, let's see. How do I refresh this?
Oh, okay. It's just like that.
Yeah. There we go. Hello, guys. This is Rich from Richtvlive. We're just testing the website, having some technical difficulties here so far. Can you guys hear me now? You know what the volume is on this one? This was the button here. It was mute. So this is the website, guys. Please let me know if you guys can hear me. We're having some technical difficulties and some sound issues. Can you find him? You still hearing that sound? Oh my goodness. They're saying much better. They're saying better, much better. They can hear me. They're saying I can hear. Are you sure you're watching the right video? Because it's a new one. It's alive. That's the old one. They're saying I can hear. I can hear you. I can hear you now. They're saying I can hear. Yeah. Okay. We're live. Okay. We fixed the problem. Thank you guys for being patient. We had some technical difficulties. So we're going to go through the website right now, guys. So when you go to richtvlive.com, this is just the first day of the launch, but you can see right in the start, we've got news, the most biggest news of the day. You can see all right there. Contravir Pharmaceuticals receives positive FDA response to CRV 431 pre-IND package for NASH. You can see all the top trending news on the page. Just scroll down and you can see all the most recent news every single day. Press releases, mining, tech. You can see some of our videos with the date. And we actually are at a point now where we have our own writers that are writing content for us here at RichTVLive, okay? So that's news. On the right-hand side here, you can see all of our social buttons. So if you want to follow us on any social media, everything is right there at your fingertips. So it's very easy to access all of our social pages. And that is just the home button, okay? Now, if you go to videos, you click on videos, you can see all of our latest videos. Literally everything will be posted right here. Very simple, very organized. And as you can see, we're live and you just press the button and you can watch the live stream, okay? So every time we're live, you go to videos, you'll be able to actually see us live and you'll be able to watch the videos live. These are the videos from yesterday. That was the video from before, which I will delete. And you can see all the previous videos all right there, okay? You can scroll down, catch all our videos. On the right-hand side, you can see that we've got all our social feeds there as well and trending articles on the right-hand side of the page. So we wanted to create a one-stop shop for investors to be able to come in here, see all of our social feeds, get information, get picks, get views. And if we go to Rich's picks, all of our picks that we make will always be up here and we're going to keep them updated and we're going to keep track of them. So you guys will be able to try to see all the picks we've done, when we picked it, what the price was, how high they went, and what the potential profit was at their peak. So we always say, Rich TV Live is strictly for education, entertainment purposes. always do your due diligence, always do your research before we invest in anything and before you invest in anything. The whole goal is we want to bring you picks to help you build your watch list, help you build your radar, make you more aware of the companies that are out there. We're not bringing you picks to tell you to buy them today, okay? The key is to watch a pick, date it, do your research, do your due diligence, and if you see that they're really down and you like it, that's the best way to really invest, to buy low. And then if they go up and you see that you're in the green and you have an opportunity to take a profit, then it's always good to take your profit when you see it. That's typically how I invest and how most investors that are day trading or momentum trading invest. Even long-term investors, they want to buy low, sell high, okay? So these are some of the picks that we've talked about. You can see the upside on some of them. Not every pick has gone up. Some of them have come down. So you have to be very careful whenever we talk about companies, because I cannot control the stock market. I'm only here to tell you about the different things happening in the markets, different companies that I think have potential. But at the end of the day, I cannot control whether or not they go up or down. All I can do is bring you the news, educate you about them, and try to bring you as many good companies as possible. But what is the reason why stocks go up or down? Well, typically they go up or down because of good news or bad news. They can go up or down because they're raising capital, they're doing financing. This is one of my favorite parts of the website. So you can actually go to under Rich TV here. There's a section called pot indices. And let's just say you want to use, we're going to say United States index. So we actually have the ability to keep track of the entire United States index, which is at 90.21. And you can see the 5-day chart. It's been on the way up overall. Now, if we look at the 1-year chart, we can see that it's very, very aggressively down. This to me is signaling that we're getting close to finding the bottom, okay? And in my opinion, I believe there's a lot of upside. So as an investor, you always want to be buying at the bottom. And we pretty much are at the bottom. If you look at the 1 year, you can see we've been much higher and we haven't been much lower. So we're pretty close to the bottom right now. And if you look and scroll down, you'll see market movers. These are all the top volume stocks. These are the top volume stocks, okay? So you can see all the top volume cannabis stocks in America. And you can see there's a lot of red today, okay? Tilt is having a nice day today, up 16%. IGC is up today, but most of them are red. Now, if we want to go to percentage gainers, just click on percentage gainers, and boom, you see all the percentage gainers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you see the top 10 percentage gainers in America, all listed here, okay? And if you want to see the percentage decliners, click on decliners, and you'll see the top 10 percentage decliners in America right here. Okay, so we wanted to be able to make this easy for you guys so that everything is in one spot and it's easy to use and simple for anybody to actually be able to utilize this platform. Okay, so you can see the percentage gainers, you can see the percentage decliners. And what else? Let's say that's the American index. Let's go to the Canadian index. So let's say you want to see the Canadian stocks. Click on Canadian index. Scroll down. So the Canadian index right now, there are 49 companies that we're watching in this Canadian index. It's currently trading at $75.98, down 1.66%. You can see over the last 5 days, these stocks overall have been coming down, okay? Now, if we look at the 1 year, we can see that they've been way higher. They've been as high as 110. And they've come down now. That was around March 20th. They're around 110. And they've come down dramatically all the way down. So you can see here over the last year that we are literally at a 52-week low. We are literally at a 52-week low. So this is pretty much as, close to the bottom here. And when you are finding stocks at a 52-week low that are good companies, typically that is a good opportunity to start considering buying stocks. So you can see that we're at a 52-week low. This is the Canadian index. Now let's take a look at some of the companies that are populating in the Canadian index. Now, if we look at market movers, you can see here with the market movers, Aurora Cannabis, wow, that's, this is the lowest I've seen Aurora Cannabis in a long while. They're currently at $9.42, down 4%. Canopy Growth reported Q4 revenues yesterday, and even though they showed 94 million in the quarter, which is a record for the most revenue ever by a cannabis company in the history of cannabis companies for the quarter, they also showed record losses. And because of that, due to the fact that they are growing aggressively internationally and doing everything they can to be a first mover, that's why they are down today, and they are dragging the entire sector with it. Now, there are some examples of companies that are up. Agriflora Organics is up 5%. I do own Agriflora. I'm happy about that. But for the most part, everything else is red. So you can see that there's a lot of red today. Now, those are the volume actives. 48 North is up 2% today. Now, if we look at percentage gainers, there's not many. There's only 4 today. Agriflora Organics is up 5%. 48 North is up 2%. RavenQuest Biomed is up 1.9%. And Tilray is up 0.64%. So out of the 49 Canadian companies that we are watching in our index here, the Richtvlive index that we've created for you, only 4 are green. Now, if we look at the red, the percentage decliners, I know we're going to have at least 10. There you go. So we're going to have at least 10 red because there's a lot more red today than there is green. So NSHS, Nanosphere Health Sciences Inc., down 16%. Canopy Growth, the biggest player in the entire sector, down 7%. Delta 9 Cannabis is down 7.6%. Vivo Cannabis is down 6.7%. Rubycoin Organics is down 6%. THC Biomed International is down 6%. Chiron Life Sciences is down 5%. Invictus MD is down 4%. Emerald Health Therapeutics is down 4%. And Kronos Group is down 4%. So you can see all of the percentage gainers, percentage decliners in the Canadian index. This is the Canadian index. Okay. Now, if we go over to cannabis, there's a cannabis button there. We click on cannabis. This is all the top cannabis news. So what we're doing is we're pulling all the top cannabis news of the day, and we want to create a section for you to be educated and to gain knowledge about the cannabis sector. So you can see all the top cannabis news of the day. It's all going to be listed here. Okay. Some older news as well. And this is only the first day of the site. As the site becomes bigger and we have more writers working for us, we will have even more content writers. There will be more content and there will be more news in this section. Okay, we actually have real professional writers that are writing this content for Richtvlive now. This is all original content. This is the tech section. We have writers that are writing this tech content here. Okay, so you can see all the tech news and articles under the tech section. This is technology stocks like Facebook. Kraken is a cryptocurrency. They're in the tech sector. We are going to be working to have a cryptocurrency tab as well. So anyone that's interested in cryptocurrencies will definitely be able to work on that as well. And what else? Siestem44 says, I like Tilt, TGODF, Xena, all on sale now. So you can see all the articles and all the news in the tech sector. And last but not least, we have mining. So we're going to scroll up all the news and we go to mining. And then you're going to see all of our articles in the mining sector. So bam, we got news in the mining sector, different companies here that we are watching. And like I said, this is just the first day. So we're going to have more and more content that will be populated in all of these sections. And as the website gets bigger and as we have more and more content writers, we will have more content in all of these sections. So we are going to be working to have a cryptocurrency section. We've got cannabis, technology, mining, We've got a Canadian index for cannabis stocks. We have a US index for cannabis stocks. We have a rich pick section. We have a video section. And then this is what I really like too, is we have a stock symbol section. So let's just say we want to take a look at a stock. You guys are giving me some stocks. Tilt. Is Tilt on here? Tilt Holdings. So you click on Tilt Holdings. Now, this is one of the functions that I really like about the website. It's very highly interactive and easy to use. What we've done is we've got 12 buttons here to make it very simple. When you search a stock, now you can find the quote information, news, analyst opinions, closing prices, the trades of the day, the chart, find out information on the company, corporate events, share info, key ratios, filings, and earnings. You can even go and hit this button right here and download a free research report, which we actually create the research reports here in-house. So we're trying to create as much content in one spot for you guys, all at your fingertips. When you scroll down here, you can see Tilt Holdings 5-day chart. And if you keep scrolling down, you can see all of the stock information here on the stock. And you can see all the basic news. So everything you need to know about the stock is right at your fingertips. Now that is just news and the chart. Now let's just say you want to learn more. You want to do more due diligence. Let's say you want to see what the experts think. You hit analyst, click on analyst right there by your fingertips. And then you can scroll down. As you can see, Tilt is having a nice day today. You can scroll down, and there's no data that exists right now for Tilt because nobody has done any research so far on Tilt. Let's find a different company. Let's do Facebook. And we're going to type in Facebook, and we're going to hit analyst for Facebook. Some companies, if they're smaller companies, they just won't have anybody writing anything about them. They won't have anybody talking about them. But you can see right there, bam, strong buy. So you go down on Facebook, they're right now a strong buy. You can see that is the analyst estimates. And then they break down all the statistics right here. So 28 analysts are giving Facebook a strong buy, 4 are giving Facebook a moderate buy, and 4 are giving Facebook a hold. And they've got a lot of detailed information on analyst recommendations in the last month, in the last 2 months, in the last 3 months. So you can actually see how the stock has been performing and what type of analyst recommendations have been previous. You can go down and see where they rank in the industry. Right now, Facebook is ranked 18th in internet services. So we want to be able to give you guys as much details as possible on all of these stocks so you can make good informed decisions, okay? Dan, the IT guy, Bitcoin is at 9,919. Yeah, Bitcoin is absolutely on fire. The website that we're on is richtvlive.com. We just launched the website, so I wanted to show you guys how you can use the website. So please go to www.richtvlive.com. And we just launched this website, and we would love for you guys to be able to follow and use this website every single day as a financial platform to do due diligence, do research, and learn about these companies. Let's say I want to learn about Facebook share info. I want to learn more about their stock, okay? Take a look. We want to learn more about their stock. We scroll down. So you can see latest financial revenue, 55.29 billion for Facebook. You can see the 52-week high is $218, currently at 190. 52-week low is 123. You can see the 200-day moving average is 162. So it's trading a little bit higher than the 200-day moving average. So it's good to have these fingertip results right there. It's easy for you guys to access all this information, and it's all in one place. And that was the whole concept here. We didn't want to make it difficult where you have to go running and look for all this information in 5 different websites. Our whole concept here is to try to make it easy for you to find everything in one place, okay? And I think we've been able to do that here. And the reality is this is just the first day. We will only have more content populated on this website as we continue to develop and we continue to grow. You can see the 7-day average, 21-day average, 30-day average. All the details are right here. It breaks down the share info. So you can see right now the amount of float that is outstanding, pretty much the entire float. So what they're saying here is pretty much Facebook has 2.85 billion shares, and the entire, all the shares they have are in the float. So they don't got any shares left on the shelf. So this is what they're showing you here. All these charts breaking down. It breaks down what percentage of stock is held by institutions, what percentage of stock is held by insiders. So at the bottom of each page, if you want to get our latest stock pick alerts, you can enter your email, join us for free, follow all of us and all of our social media feeds right there, all in your fingertips. So let's just test this out. Do you guys have any stocks that you want me to look at, that you want me to do some due diligence on? If so, please let me know. I can try to pull them up, and we can use this tool right now to try to get some more information for you guys if you like, if there's any picks that you want us to look at. Fagi, F-A-G-I. Okay, so Fagi pulls up. You ask for Fagi. It's at 1.5 cents, 0 volume. Not the best company. Do you guys have any other stocks you want us to look at that are actually really good companies? ACB, MedMen, AUSA. Okay, let's start with that. Oh, Sherry says Neo. So let's talk about Neo first. So let's pull up Neo. It's not pulling up. Why? Let's try something different. Let's go Aurora Cannabis. Aurora Cannabis, pull that up. Let's see what the analysts think of Aurora Cannabis. So Aurora Cannabis is taking it on the chin today at $9.45, down 3.87%. You can see the 5-day chart right there, in the 5-day chart. And if we look at the 1-year chart, you can see that they're not at a bottom. They've been much lower. They've been as low as $5, right? So there's still a long ways to go. Do I think it's going to go lower? Yeah, it could go a little bit lower, but I also see a lot of upside. Now, if we look at analysts here, let's see what the analysts think about Aurora Cannabis. So it is a moderate buy. So the analysts believe that Aurora right now is a moderate buy. So they believe that there is probably still some more downside here. They're not giving it a strong buy. So it's not showing a lot of strength right now. It's showing a lot of downward momentum. So this is probably a very good analyst opinion right now, because I wouldn't be rushing to buy Aurora right now because they seem to be going down. There's a lot of downward pressure. You want me to check Afria? Let's take a look at Afria. APHRIA. Afria in Canada is right now, oh, Afria. Why is APHRIA? Here we go. For some reason, Afria has old, updated information. We're gonna have to fix that. Let me try to look for something else here. Um, um, where is, let's try MedMan. MedMan right here. Here we go. So MedMan is at $2.90. They had a great day yesterday, went to 310, falling back today like everybody else in the sector for the most part, down 6.45%. You can see the 5-day chart here. And let's just say we want to see the analyst estimate. Click on analyst. Just click on analyst right there. And there is no analyst estimate on MedMan at this point. So some companies don't have estimates, some companies do. The bigger ones definitely do. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla is currently trading at $220, is slightly green today, up 0.26%. And if we look at analyst estimates, yeah, I'll take a look at GBTC. Thank you for your picks, guys. I'll take a look at them one by one here if I can. But we're still on our first day, so there are some things that we need to fix that we will. So if there's any picks that for whatever reason are not showing up or whatever, please let me know, and we'll do everything we can to try to fix them. So you can see here that Tesla has a hold as the analyst estimate. 8 analysts give it a strong buy, 0 have a moderate buy, 5 have a hold, 1 has a moderate sell, and 8 have a strong sell estimate. These are the analyst recommendation history. So as you can see 1 month ago, 2 months ago, and 3 months ago, how the analyst estimates were looking at Tesla, and they break it all down. And you can see here Tesla is rated as the 6th company out of 8 companies in the industry. They're ranked 6th in auto domestic category. So I like the fact that they rank them amongst their peers. They give you analyst estimates. They give you background on previous analyst estimates. So I think these are pretty useful tools. And like I said, if there's anything else that you think we should add, let me know and I'll do my best to add them. Now let's take a look at GBTC. GBTC. Okay, so GBTC having a monster day. This was one of my top picks for June 2019, and they have not disappointed. Bitcoin Investment Trust, GBTC. I told you guys at the beginning of, well, last month, that when it was at $10, that GBTC will climb if Bitcoin climbs. Bitcoin is at almost 10,000. GBTC is now up almost 40% since my alert. It's at $13.65, up 7.23%. You can see how it's been climbing over the last 5 days. Up, down, up. And if we see, let's see if they have an analyst opinion. Click on analyst again. And let's see if we get an opinion. Strong sell. So that's interesting. So even though they're giving an opinion of a strong sell, the stock is up 7.23%. So you never want to buy a stock just based on an opinion. The opinion does help, but at the end of the day, this data is calculating data based on everything that's happened up until now. Now, if Bitcoin explodes, regardless of the amount of selling pressure, this is a company right here that is attached to Bitcoin. It's about 9.99% of Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin goes up, typically Bitcoin Investment Trust will go up. And when Bitcoin comes down, Bitcoin Investment Trust will come down. So today, because Bitcoin had a nice jump, this is why Bitcoin Investment Trust is jumping, despite the fact that analysts are giving it a strong sell rating. So I would be very careful to chase this stock. I wouldn't go rush to buy it. However, Bitcoin is very hot, and if the momentum continues, regardless of what the analysts say, I would anticipate that GBTC will also continue to go higher, okay? Based on the fact that Bitcoin right now is hot, it's creating momentum, it's got a lot of eyeballs on it right now, and the higher it goes, the more likely we're going to see Bitcoin investment trusts go up. If we see Bitcoin investment trusts go up, I would see this most likely change, and this most likely will change to either a moderate buy or a strong buy. Afria, please, I've been adding to my longs today, 845 and 855 I was buying. Afria's at 880 right now. Yeah, for some reason, Afria is not showing up on the screen right now. I'm going to have to look into that and find out why. I don't know why. It's just not showing up. Like I said, this is a brand new site, guys, so bear with us. We are going to work through any of these issues. For some reason, it pops up here, it populates, but then when I pick it, when I click on it, it doesn't show. So we will fix that, and I will have Afria pop up on there once we figure out what's wrong and why it's not populating. David Sharp saying, let's have a look at Walmart. Walmart is breaking out on the upside. Thank you, David Sharp. Let's take a look at Walmart. So what I'm doing is I typically just put in the name, Walmart. There we go. Okay, so Walmart is at $111.73, up 1.28% today. Yeah, good call, David Sharp. It's definitely going up, making a big move. Now, if we look at that's the 5-day chart. If we look at the 1-year chart, Walmart is definitely showing strength, came down, and now showing strength again. So I anticipate Walmart to continuously show strength. Now, if we hit analyst rating, let's see what the analysts think about Walmart. So you can see all the bigger companies have analyst ratings because there's more analysts covering them, okay? So Walmart right now is a moderate buy, but it's very close to strong buy. There are 11 analysts with a strong buy, 2 moderate buys, and 8 hold recommendations on Walmart. This is the history. So kind of similar over the last 3 months. And they are ranked out of 10 companies in the industry, in this sector, they're ranked number 3. So Walmart is ranked number 3 out of 10 companies in this industry sector. So Walmart looks pretty strong right now. RDDTF. Let me take a look. RDDTF. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. I know it's a very red Friday. However, we did have a very great week so far. So typically when you have a lot of upside, at some point there will be a retraction. I believe that's what today is. Plus, you take in consideration the fact that Canopy Growth reported 94 million in quarterly sales, which is a record for the industry. However, they also reported enormous losses for the quarter due to the fact that they are focused on growth. Because of that, the stock has come down a lot and it's dragging the sector with them. Now here's Radiant Technologies, up 1.56% today. I really like this company. They are working with they're working with Aurora Cannabis at Aurora Sky facility in Edmonton to do their extraction. So they're going to be doing extraction for Aurora Cannabis, one of the largest cannabis companies in the world. And I believe that Radiant Technologies is undervalued, underappreciated, and underexposed. Now you can see here there is no analyst information on Radiant Technologies. Now what does that mean? It's just too small of a company for these big institutions and the big analysts to cover them. So you're going to find that these smaller companies, typically you're going to find these smaller companies are not going to have as much coverage. The analysts are going to cover the big ones. Yeah, Frank is saying if the economy goes bad, crypto and Bitcoin go wild. It's very true. That is very typical. Let's take a look at any other picks you guys got. Yeah, a lot of people are riding the Bitcoin momentum right now. I'm not surprised. Tilray, that's a good pick. Take a look at Tilray. Tilray. Okay, so Tilray is up 2%. They're now back to $50. I do believe we will see Tilray back to $100 in the future. And if we look at their chart, you can see in the last 5 days, Tilray has gone from under $40 to $50. They're on a nice little streak right now. And let's say you want to download a free research report. You want to learn more? You click on download free research report. Okay, so see where it says service temporarily unavailable? We are going to build these research reports into this website. So that still needs to get developed and built. Once we have our newsletter writers build all these reports, they will show up, but it's going to take time because we're literally building them with real analysts. Now you click on analyst ratings again, and let's see if there's any institutions that have an opinion on Tilray. So there we go. It's a hold. It's currently a hold. I personally think it's a buy, but they're giving it a hold rating. 3 give it a strong buy, 9 give it a hold, and 1 strong sell. So you can see that Tilray recently had a lot less, well, there's a lot less holds before. There's a lot more holding now. So there's a lot more people saying hold, wait for the upside. There's always been 3 with a strong buy here over the last 3 months. So to me, this shows momentum. So out of 189 companies in the medical drug sector, Tilray is ranked 164th out of 189. So this is their ranking amongst their peers. Now, this is not the cannabis sector. This is the entire drug sector, which includes pharmaceuticals. That is Tilray. Yeah, I agree, Jason. Don't chase anything. Entourage Vids asks, can you please check PHUN? PHUN. No, clearly Canopy Growth didn't explode today. So Funware Inc. is up 1.39%. Now, if we want to do a 5-day analysis, you can see it's been way higher. Went as high as $5. That's crazy. Had a crazy run up here, and now it's come back down. If we look over the last year, click on last year, you can see it's been as high as $300. Now down to these levels, it's crazy. Now at $3.66. Now, if we want to hear analyst estimates, let's see if there's any analyst estimates on PHUN. No analyst estimates on PHUN. So it's just not a big enough company for an analyst or an institution to cover them at this point. Scott says ZBISF is moving up 130 USD. I don't even know if they have Zenibus on here. Let's take a look. ZBISF. Oh, they are. Let's see. Yeah, there's Zenibus. So yeah, we see a little bit of green here with Zenibus. You can see that they've been climbing up for the last 5 days. And if we go to, I know there won't be an analyst estimate on this company. Dan, the IT guy, says, what happens when stocks get beat down? Anyone? Anyone? You buy them, buddy. You buy them. David Sharp says, Walmart chart reminds me of Walt Disney breakout on the upside. Thanks for checking, Rich. Loving the new addition to the website. Hey, my pleasure, David. Thank you for being here. Jason Garza says, summer sale continues. Buy a big LP. Absolutely. Buy the best. Invest in the best because the best is blessed. If you buy the best companies, you give yourself the best chance to win. Let's take a look at some big ones that have been struggling recently. Let's take a look at CanTrust. Let's take a look at CanTrust. Okay, this is CanTrust Holdings, down 2.33%. CanTrust Holdings. Let's take a look at the analyst ratings, if there are any. No analyst data for CanTrust. Let's take a look at Village Farms. Village Farms, VFF. Click on Village Farms. Ooh, BYND. I'll take a look at BYND. Thank you for the picks, guys. Appreciate it. Keep dropping me the picks and we'll keep pulling them up. So Village Farms down 6.28% today, taking it on the chin. You can see it's been like a roller coaster ride for the stock. Let's look at the 1-year chart. It's been crazy. So you can see it had a huge explosion. It's come back down from those levels. Now let's take a look at the analyst ratings. And let's see if there's any analysts on Village Farms. No analyst data on Village Farms. So you can see there's some of these companies, even though they're on a senior exchange, they're trading over 10 bucks, still they're not getting any analyst coverage because they just are not that interested in the eyes of institutional investors at this point, okay? And the reality is when you go and you listen to BNN Bloomberg and you listen to the institutional investors that are on those shows, today somebody asked them about their opinion about Aurora Cannabis, and the institutional investor said he had no opinion because he doesn't invest in cannabis stocks. This is still such a new sector. A lot of large institutional investors are not going to go near most of these companies. That's just the way it goes. And I don't think it's going to change for a while. BYND. Yes, the trend is your friend, 100%. Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat is another one of my picks that I told you was one of my top picks for June 2019 in my top 10 picks video. When I did that video, Beyond Meat was at 90 cents. They're now at $152. They've been as high, I believe, as like 170 plus. So they've been on a crazy run, but they are down now today 7.67%. Let's see if this is a new, relatively new IPO. Let's see if there's any analyst recommendations so far on BYND. Typically, new IPOs do not have recommendations, but this one does. Look at this. So this is a hold. BYND is a hold. It's kind of scary because it's coming off an all-time high. And it really has no history because it's a brand new company. It's only been in business for less than 2 months as far as being public. So there isn't a large history in this stock. So I would be careful. I wouldn't chase it. Definitely watch it. Put it on your radar. Put it on your watch list. But Beyond Meat is blowing up everywhere. They're now at Tim Hortons. They're now at A&W. They're at local grocery stores. So they are really making a name for themselves, but taking it on the chin today, down 7.7%. I want to show you another one that I really like that I've been watching and I've been talking about a lot. IIPR, Innovative Industrial Properties. Innovative Industrial Properties. So they're down heavy today. Look at this. Down 12.79%. Has had an epic run. Let's take a look at this run here. It's been an epic run. So you can see that it's been like way, way lower. So in November, IIPR was at $40. We've now seen them go as high all the way up. They've been as high as $134. So it's been absolutely on fire. It had to come back eventually. Today was the day. So they finally came back today. And let's look at their share structure. There's only 9.8 million shares issued and outstanding. 9.8 million shares issued and outstanding on IIPR. Hexo. Let's take a look at Hexo. Actually, before I do that, let's get an analyst estimate on IIPR. I'd like to know what their opinion is. I appreciate you, Dan. Thank you very much. Entourage Vid says the website rocks. Thank you. Dan says the website is epic. Thank you, Dan. I really appreciate you, man. And that means a lot from you because you're a web guy. So thank you. Wow. So IIPR, despite the fact that it's down 13%, is a strong buy, everybody. But there isn't a lot of analyst estimates. Only 3 analyst estimates. 2 are a strong buy. 1 is a hold. We are coming to the close. There's 37 minutes left in the trading day. If there's any other picks you want me to look at before the end of the day, let us know. We'll just go live all the way to the end. Let's see here. So this is pretty interesting. So IIPR is ranked 23rd out of 139 companies in the REIT equity trust sector. That's pretty impressive. That is extremely impressive for IIPR. And the other thing I like about IIPR is that they pay a dividend. So they pay a dividend. They've been absolutely on fire, and they're a strong buy. Now they're down 13%, so I'd be careful. You want to be able to, pick them up on a dip. Today could be the day to pick up that dip, but they've been up so much, you don't really know how low they're going to go. Chances are this is just going to be a dip and a great buying opportunity, and then we're going to see it take off again because they have a very tight share structure. Now we go to share info. We're going to go to share info, click on share info. There's a lot of data here that's being plugged into this database. So if we go to share info, so they generated 14.79 million in revenue in the last quarter. Oh, in the last year. They've been as high as $137 actually. They've been as low as 31, but their 200-day moving average is 64, and they're currently trading at 117. So you have to be very careful with this stock. But the one thing that I really like about this stock is their share structure. Their share structure is what separates them from their competitors. So look at this. Most of the stock is remaining in the float. And this is the portion that is short of the float. Interesting. So is that the amount of shares that are short? So they're actually telling you that there's a portion of the stock that's being shorted. This is very interesting. I'm learning this myself. It's a pretty amazing tool. Look at the intraday volume. The intraday volume has grown exponentially here. And you can see there's 9.8 million shares outstanding, of which 9.34 million are in the float. So out of all the shares they have on the shelf, just imagine that this 9.8 million shares are on the shelf that this company has available to raise money, to pay employees, to acquire other entities, to acquire other cannabis properties. And they've used most of those shares. Most of the shares are out there, okay? They've been issued, they're out there, they're in the float for people to buy and sell. There isn't much shares left. Now, typically companies can just create more shares. So this number will probably go up, but because this number is so small right now, that's why the stock is very tightly held and why we've seen the stock go up, because there isn't a lot of selling pressure, which is forcing the price up. Now, see this right here? This is short interest. The short interest is 2.63 million. That is what it's showing right here. There's a portion of the float that's being shorted, and it's 2.63 million. So be very careful with IIPR. There are shorts that are trying to get in because they believe it's overvalued. So there's a very good likelihood at some point we're going to see this go down, and we may see it go down even further. So I would be very careful because it's been very high, and what goes down typically will go, what goes up will typically will go down. So just be careful. I want to show you another stock that's being heavily shorted. It's actually one that I own. It raised capital, and I know like 50%, I believe, of their stock is being shorted. MediPharm Labs, and they've been going down aggressively. MediPharm Labs, MEDIF in America, LABS in Canada. MediPharm Labs, it's up 1.29%. And you can see the 5-day chart. If you look at the 1-year chart, this stock has been just amazing. It's just done incredible things. It was at 92 cents in December. It's now trading at $3.74. And if you look at I don't think there'll be an analyst rating. So if we look at share info, let's see if we can see how much shorting is happening on MediPharm Labs. Because I heard that it was around 50% of the float was being shorted. Let's go down. Let's see if they show that. No, they're not showing that here. So they don't have that details, but what they are showing here is out of their outstanding shares, 129 million and 0.76. All of it is in the float. 129.76 million shares are all in the float. So there's no shares available. There's no shares being held. There's no shares on the sidelines. All the shares that they have are off the shelf and they're all out there in the public. Some are held by insiders. Some are held by employees. Some are held by funders. Some are held by you and me, the investors, short traders, day traders, speculators, institutional investors, hedge funds, you name it. They're all holding this entire float, of which I know for a fact about 50% of it is being short. At some point, it will hit a bottom, and then we will see it have a resurrection. Hexo, let's try to pull up Hexo. Okay, we have 31 minutes left in the markets, guys. If you guys have any questions, if there's anything you need to know, anything you want, any picks, please let me know. In the meantime, I'm just going through all of your guys' picks and trying to show you how you can use the website as a tool to give you information to help you with these picks. Now, if we take a look at Hexo on the Amex, on the American Stock Exchange, it is down 4.3% today at $5.57. See, they have an analyst rating. I don't know if they will because they're relatively new on the senior exchange. Oh, they do. Strong buy. Wow. Interesting. I agree with that. I think it's a good price right now for Hexo. So Hexo is a strong buy. There is 11 analysts reporting. 7 of them are giving it a strong buy rating. 3 of them are giving it a moderate buy rating. 1 of them is giving it a moderate sell rating. You can see the last 3 months, there was always strong buy, strong buy, strong buys. There was a few strong sells, some moderates, and now it seems like there are some people that are saying moderate sell and hold. There was just a hold and a strong buy before over the last 3 months. And if we compare them into their sector, out of 85 companies in the sector, they are ranked 39 in the entire medical products sector. So that's pretty good. They're like halfway in the sector amongst their peers. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. What else, guys? Dan says, never ever chase a stock. Only buy on the way back up. Follow the volume. Very good advice, Dan. 514 Savage is asking for labs. Yeah, I just pulled up labs. Thank you very much. Do I have anything on Slack, please? Thank you, David Sharp. Slack IPO is work. Let's see if this shows up here. It's a new IPO, so it might not show up. SLACK. Yeah, it's not pulling up yet because it's a brand new IPO and it just hasn't been populated in here yet. Jason Garza says, volume is a great tool. Do your due diligence. Frank is asking for Hexo, AUSA, Hexo, AUSA. Let's take a look at AUSA. AUSA. Australis Capital. This is a company that's very heavily affiliated to Aurora Cannabis, and they are now at 97 cents. Now, one thing we have noticed in our community, every single time AUSA goes under $1, it bounces back. So for me, in my opinion, AUSA is a buy right now because I've seen this trend. They go under $1, they go over $1. They go under $1, they go over $1. So it might go a little lower. We've seen it go as low as 90 cents or in that area. So be patient if you want, but if you believe this is going to go back over $1, this might be a buy. In my opinion, it's a buy because every time I've seen it go under $1, I see it then go over $1. So in my opinion, this is a buy. Let's see if there's an analyst opinion on AUSA. I doubt it, but let's see. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's a small company, no opinion yet. Okay, let's see if there's any more. Scott says, bought Zenibus at 126. I like being up on the first day. Thanks, Rich. Hey, my pleasure, man. I'm glad that you're up. Scott says, buy ITHUF. Snapchat. Yeah, let's take a look at Snapchat. Snap. Snap was a highly touted IPO. It got crushed. It went all the way down to ridiculously low levels. And recently, it has been exploding quietly under everybody's radar. So Snap is now at $14.56. Now, look at this. You want to talk about an interesting stock? Look at this. So Snap literally went public and opened up and was at like $30. Then it went all the way down to these ridiculous levels. It went down to $5. And now it was at $5 December 20th. And now it's gone all the way back up to just under $15. So had you bought this bottom and you positioned yourself here, you would be up just under 200%. So Snap has made a nice correction here. The question is, will this continue? Let's take a look at what the analysts think. There should be some analyst ratings on Snapchat. Let's see here. So this is a hold based on the analyst opinions. There are 24 analysts reporting. It's a lot. And 18 of them have a hold. 3 of them have a strong buy. 1 has a moderate buy. And 2 have a strong sell. So that is the opinion on Snap. Dan the IT guy says, hey, Rich, no, you just need a good dual view hardware encoder so you can show your website full screen and a small window at the same time. Tools of the gods. Yeah, you know what? This is just, we've got all these offices in our office. This is just another office and my first time using this screen. So we're going to have a lot of different tools that we're going to be utilizing all the time. So I just wanted to use this today to show you guys, but there's going to be a lot of different tools that we'll be using. Scott Norris is asking about Aleafia, 48 North, and Supreme Cannabis. Oh, good picks. Let me take a look at this. Aleafia Health. Aleafia. Aleafia Health. So Aleafia Health is just getting slaughtered, is down 4.42% today. And if we look at their analyst ratings, see if they have an analyst rating. No analyst ratings exist on Aleafia Health. You know, it's been getting crushed. I would be careful. Don't chase it. I would wait till it hits a bottom, but it's one that I definitely like, and I think it has a lot of upside potential. 48 North. NRTH. 48 North. A lot of these smaller companies, guys, are not going to have analyst ratings. So 48 North is at 86 cents, up 2.38% today. It's had way bigger runs. It's also been lower. So it's kind of trading probably where it should, I think, based on their revenue. And at some point, after the revenue grows and the company continues to mature and develop, we will most likely see this company do better. But the reality is it's probably trading where it is based on its revenue right now at 86 cents, probably priced right. And Supreme Cannabis. Now, Supreme Cannabis has been an enigma for a long time. They have all the right tools, all the right partnerships, but for whatever reason, they just can't get the stock to do anything productive in the right direction for a consistent period of time. They have some short spurts where they do well, and then they go back down. They do well, then they come back down. They do well, and then they come back down. Currently trading at $1.16 in America, down 0.86%. But if you look at their 2-year chart, you can see that it's been very volatile. A lot of highs and lows along the way. So we've seen it higher than $2.50 in America. We've seen it lower than $1, higher than $1.50, lower than $1, higher than $1.50, and now we are back just around $1. So lots of highs and lows, you know, kind of a stock where if you buy the dips, you can be pretty safe because they are a good company and they are growing, but they just don't have that explosive growth and they have yet to do anything really explosive in a long time. Now, they did open up around 25 cents not too long ago, like a few years ago, and climbed, as high as like $3-4 in Canada, but they've come back and they've been up and down ever since. As you can see, no analyst estimates, which means they are not on the radar of the institutions yet. Not yet, but that could change. Okay, let's take a look at green growth brands, GGBXF. Green growth brands. Okay, so green growth brands is down 2.4% in America. This is the symbol. You can see green growth brands. If we look at the 1-year chart, we pull it up. Pull up the 1-year chart on green growth brands. We can see that when I brought it to you guys, it was much lower. It was at $2.28 in America. Went all the way up to a high of $4.67 in America on January 14th. And now we're all the way back down to that original price of $2.24. So this is pretty much a 52-week low. This is pretty much a bottom. And if we go to share info, see what they got for the share info. Wow. So out of their 188 million shares outstanding, all of them are in the float. So they got no shares left. If they want to create more shares, it's going to create more dilution. So this is something to be, aware of. You want to be aware of, what their moving average is in the last 10 days, what the intraday volume is, how much shares are in the float. Institutions sold in the previous 3 months 90,000 shares. The amount of institutions holding green growth brands, 0. Other, it's all other. There's almost 0 being held by institutions. So it's good to know this so you understand this is not being driven by institutional investors. This is being driven by retail investors. This has been driven by insiders in the company, day traders, market makers, speculators, and shorters. Institutions are not driving these stocks. Zenabis is moving up. Let's take a look at Zenabis. I appreciate your support, Scott. Thank you, guys. Boeing. Okay, I will look at Boeing next. Thank you for the pick. Zenabis. Okay, well, Zenabis right now is at $1.66, down 3.2%. They did have news today that they are recalling some products because they had too much THC in them. I believe that is why the stock is going down today, because the news did come out that they had issues with a recall on some products that had too much THC in them. But I like the fact that they are honest about it, they are addressing it, and then they are recalling the product. They're not going to just leave the product on the shelf. They're doing everything they can to try to fix this issue. So I really like that, and I respect the way that they're operating. Boeing. Let's take a look at Boeing. Yeah, all the bigger companies are going to have institutionals with analyst ratings. The Boeing company is symbol BA. So Boeing is at $372. And if we look at the last year, we can see that Boeing has been as low as, this is where you want to buy it, guys. It's been as low as $291. It's been as high as $437. In a perfect world, you want to buy here, sell there. Buy low, sell high. Buy 52-week lows of great companies, sell 52-week highs of great companies. And since then, it's retracted. It's just coming off a little bit of a bottom here. Let's see what the analysts think of Boeing. Let's click the analyst ratings. Click the analyst ratings. Wow, strong buy. So the analysts have Boeing as a strong buy. 16 analysts are reporting. 9 are issuing a strong buy. 1 is issuing a moderate buy. And 6 are issuing a hold on Boeing. We have 15 minutes left in the market for this week. We are having a red day, that's for sure. Entourage Vids is asking about RWLK. Take a look at RWLK. RWLK. Rewalk Robotics Limited. It's at $4.56, down 1.3%. And if we hit analyst, scroll down, and it is a hold right now. So you can see there's 1 analyst rating on RWLK, and they are giving it a hold. Scroll down. See if we can get any more information. So industry ranked, out of 97 companies, they're ranked 93. So I would be careful with RWLK. They are not ranked very high in their industry, so that could be a red flag. That might be signaling a red flag for you. Scott Norris says, I bought more Zenibus at 116 USA, missed it at 106 the other day. Miral Gandhi is asking us to look at GBTC, ETHE, and ETCG. Let's take a look. We looked at GBTC earlier. ETHE. ETHE. It's not pulling up. And ETCG. Ethereum Classic Investment Trust. Another one of my picks that I gave to you guys for June 2019 is down 6.72% today at $34. You can see that they're down. Oh, our battery's running low. That's not good. Let me see if I can get this baby plugged in. You know what I'll do? Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop on that note. I'm gonna wish you guys a great weekend. Have a great weekend. I wish you all the best. Hope you're having a great day. Unfortunately, it's a red day in the cannabis sector, and overall, it's a red day in the markets. Oh, wait a second. The U.S. is showing a little bit of green right now. This is good. We're seeing a little bit of green in the U.S. sector. Let's take a look at the Canadian sector. Yeah, the Canadian sector is showing a little bit of red, but not that bad considering what it was looking like earlier. Now, let's just look at the percentage gainers and decliners again and see if there's more gainers. So yeah, there are more gainers now. So you can see these are the gainers today, not much, and the decliners right there. So these are the decliners of the day. We saw the gainers. This is the richtvlive.com website launch. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't smashed the like button, please smash the like button, comment down below, share the video everywhere. This is Rich from Rich TV Live. Now remember, we are strictly for education and entertainment purposes. Always do your due diligence. Always do your research before you invest in anything that we talk about here on Rich TV Live. Invest in the best companies. The best are blessed. If you want to join our community, just hit the button that says join our community. Click on it. You can see all of our social feeds right there. Feel free to join. We'd love to have you be a part of it. Thank you guys for all your support. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a great weekend. Hopefully Monday we have a better day. This is Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm signing off. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.